Welcome to Instant Discussions, episode number 101.
Episode America.
Fuck yeah!
Number 1 for the new season.
This is episode America.
Episode America. Team America World is the latest in our praising of Trey Parker and his amazing work that he does.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
This is
also
so great.
the newest of his movies. I don't think he's done a feature film after this so far.
I think you're right.
Yeah. He just, because after that was Book of Mormon.
Yeah, Book of Mormon and the video game. South Park video
Yeah,
game.
but nothing in theaters yet. From 2004 is American satirical action comedy film.
The
Yes.
satire?
I mean,
I guess you could say
it depends
it
on how you
a little
view
bit.
America's politics overseas. I mean, if you're 100% for all of the American involvement in foreign affairs to the degree that they are, then this isn't satire. That it's
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, that's what we should be doing. Blowing up shit. America. It starts off so great with
The puppet show?
the puppet
yeah,
show.
and you're just like, oh god, please don't be like this the whole time.
Zooms
That's
out
what I
at
thought in the theater. When
yeah.
I first saw it, I was like, this is what we paid for? This
I
is
was
awful.
I was legitimately concerned for a moment. I was just like,
Yeah.
oh god, this is like fucking that episode of Trey Parker did with South Park where it's like only Terrence and Phillip.
And then you get the super marionation puppets from the show Thunderbirds.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. They use the same puppet technology, which is a cool kind of technology. The way that you've got them puppeted by
Yeah.
hand, and then all of the facial movements are done by computer.
Oh.
So they've got the audio recorded. It lip syncs matched up to that, and they can control the eye movements and everything. So that's why you get the super awesome facial features in it. In
I was
addition
wondering
to
about
that.
that.
Yeah.
The eyebrow movement, even the brow movement, not only the eyebrows.
Yeah,
like
just
everything moved. It was
Everything on
awesome.
the face.
That
And then
was-
when they die, it just goes like, I think of it as the robot reset face, computer off face. I like that though. But it starts off with the trying to take down these terrorists by blowing up all of France. Like destroying the Eiffel Tower.
Don't
blowing
worry,
up the
friends. You're safe now. We've gotten rid of the terrorists.
Yeah.
You know,
Good
at the
commentary.
beginning, one thing I liked about that whole scene was just that I know they realized that they were working with puppets,
Mm-hmm.
so they made fun of them making fun of puppets. So the puppet
first
fight,
fight, yeah,
it was
the
like
Kung Fu
all
master.
serious, and it was like,
Slapping against each other. Yeah.
I know Kung Fu too.
Yeah, it was totally making fun of them using puppets, which added a lot to it. I think this movie would have been so different if it were live action. It wouldn't
I was thinking
work
the
as
same
much.
thing,
No. First, you lose all the puppet jokes. That's the obvious part. But the other thing is when you're doing that level of satire on this stuff, if it had just been a satirical action film, then it could just be looked at as stupid. Like,
Yeah.
And all of the plot, how it's all of the elements are so cliche going throughout it. When you're seeing them with puppets, it's seeing it new. It's seeing the cliches new. But when you're seeing it live action, just be another one of those films.
Yeah.
Be like The Interview or something. One other kind of thing like that.
Yeah.
Do you have favorite parts of the movie, or
oh man,
should we go with its favorite song and favorite
Oh
scenes?
Jesus.
Yeah. I was trying to think of favorite song in this, and it's really tough for me
I mean,
because I love so many.
America, fuck yeah, is just so like.
Yeah,
actually, it is what like how America feels about themselves. Like it really is just America's all about America.
Yeah.
But I'm lonely.
And it should be our new
Beautiful
national anthem.
though.
I'm Ronry.
Yeah, Ronry is good.
Ronry's really good.
Yeah, beautifully
It's
sad
such a
song.
good moment when it's like America.
That's the how you can tell it's a good theme when it can be used. In all
Yeah,
different ways.
yeah, I've heard that before.
Yeah,
When it's like
like
when
the
you
John
can use the
Williams way.
same song
The same
for
melody.
every emotion,
Yeah,
then you got a good theme song for your movie.
yeah. And it's kind of making fun of that point too because it's such an upbeat lyrics to it.
Yeah.
It's using that in the down. Pearl Harbor Sucks is gotta be one of my favorites too.
Oh my god, yeah.
I like the
Pearl
end.
Harbor
What is it?
I miss you.
The Alec Baldwin. I hate you, Alec Baldwin.
Yes.
I forgot that was at the end and I was fucking laughing.
Yeah.
Oh, my fly's doing.
I guess you say when did you first see the movie? What was your...
I saw it in the theater.
So did I.
I made sure to see it in the theater. I laughed the entire time. I could not stop laughing. I thought, like, that really, it truly did prove to me the genius of both of them.
Yeah.
Like, it is so rich in satire and so fucking amazingly smart, even though they have the shit and the throwing up and all that stuff. It's so genius.
I was 16 when I saw this movie in theaters, so had to go with a parent. Because the age of that. So I went with a friend of mine, and we went with both of our mothers, and they sat separately from us, knowing that this was going to be crude stuff, but they wanted to make sure that everyone could laugh without worrying about having your parents right next to you.
Nice.
So yeah, it was a really good idea that they had to do that. And this is the film that made my mom appreciate South Park.
Oh, nice.
Because before this, I'm watching South Park, and she's like, how can you watch that terrible show? So then she watches this and realizes that they have great messages, great stories, and everything. So but it's just covered in shit.
Yeah, it's just completely covered in shit.
So, it made her appreciate that. Like, they really do have good messages in their work, even though it's got the vulgarity in it.
I actually watched it with my mom later on DVD. And she really enjoyed it, except we had to do fast forward the sex scene.
Yeah.
Besides the sex
had to
scene.
fast forward the sex scene.
Oh.
You can't see
Besides that,
sex.
she was like, she was just surprised as to how smart it was, really.
Yeah.
So this wasn't the director's cut that we watched.
No, we watched the standard version. It was not the extended.
And I like
scene.
that there was that is the one difference. Right?
Yeah.
If
they,
I understand,
they had to cut down the puppet scene because
they cut out a single scene, and that single scene is hot Carls for everyone.
Yeah, that a couple other moves too, but that's the main thing that's in there.
Yeah, from what I
DVDs
remembered, it was mainly hot Carls.
Yeah. And when did you first see the movie? Did you see it in theaters as well, or?
Gosh, I do not remember if I first saw it in theaters. I feel like it's such a shame though, recent events, that it didn't pull through and play in theater. Some theaters were planning on showing this because of all the tobacco.
Yeah, and instead of the interview,
and then they nixed
that whole thing, and then the interview ended up
it.
showing and all that.
Yeah.
It's mostly Paramount just didn't want to show it, but then that's a thing. I don't know how they went through with their plots of that, but you can still watch it at home, and I'm glad that it was on Netflix. I don't know when they added it to Netflix too, because it wasn't on there for a bit, but
yeah,
I guess it was probably on there the last couple of months. Kim Jong-il, you get to see him in here, and
voiced by Trey Parker.
Yes, the much stronger of the Kim Jongs. Yeah, not as much as his father, who they based the whole idea of North Korea on, but
Goddamn Hans Bricks.
cooler satire than Kim Jong-un.
Okay, can I talk about favorite parts? Because
Yes.
there's actually multiple ones. I don't think you can have one favorite part.
Yeah, you
No.
can't.
It has to get broken down into a top.
This is on Quentin Tarantino's top 20 movies since 1992.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I think it's on everyone's top 20.
It's so good.
Well, one thing the parts where I just fucking died laughing was when he was morphosized or whatever.
Valmorphosized?
And then you see his face and they're like, wow, that's uncanny.
The racism is
The
beautiful.
racism, the languages.
It's hilariously bad.
Yeah.
Terrible racism.
So just the whole like racism of the language was, oh my god, I couldn't stop laughing. I don't know why I really liked when Hans Bricks died. Because it was like a shark, but it was just a fish.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought that was hilarious.
That's good.
I don't know if you guys have any. I'm sure you have multiple favorites.
Well, when there's a freeze frame moment when who is it? The director, Michael
Lansbury?
No.
Michael Moore?
Michael Moore, when he explodes. There's like
oh yeah,
hams and other food.
Oh yes, no, I remember that. I noticed that.
Yeah, those are good. Those good parts when good death scenes in there.
Yeah. Actually, I think I noticed some things like that ended up being favorites of mine that I didn't notice the first time. Where it's like, how can you believe in me? Because sometimes all we have is to believe. And then it cuts back to him, right? The main guy. I can't even remember his name right now. But Gary, thank you.
Gary.
It cuts back to Gary, and you can't really. I don't think I could tell at first because it was just a puppet, but he was totally giving that like breaking the fourth wall, like fucking really look to the camera, and I didn't realize at first. And this time I fucking saw it, and I went, "Oh my god, that's amazing!"
You know, other one when I first saw it, I fucking was dying laughing. Was just she's like, oh no, Gary's like, I will never die.
Yeah.
And I was like, yes.
If you promise me, I'll have sex with you right now.
That was a good. Oh, God.
Yeah.
I promise I will never die. Have no intelligence. That's a really good.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
He's like, oops, my bad.
That was bad
Yeah.
intelligence. That
Very
was
bad
bad intelligence. I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry.
At least favorite parts of the movie?
Total gross.
Least
Yeah, they're $12 million
parts
in the U.S.
of the movie.
How much did it cost to make? I'm curious for
Look at
that.
the top
Just
there.
with all the puppets and shit.
Yeah, puppets are expensive.
Holy shit!
Oh no, so it made $32 million. It cost $32 million. It made $52 million. So, it made a profit of $20 million.
Nice.
Pretty good.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon, which I believe they say in the commentaries and stuff that was because it melted in the cooking process of the head when they were making the head.
Oh really?
So it came out all deformed. And that's how that joke.
Oh my God.
Like it wasn't anything just against Matt Damon. It was just happened to be that.
That was
way.
like one of the funniest things. Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
I wonder if Kim Jong was pissed at this.
He didn't, threaten anything the way that his son did. So
Clearly, you could say who's the more lovable dictator.
yeah.
Kim Jong Il's the most lovable out of all of them.
Yeah, I guess so. Out of all of the that group of people, the villains.
Oh,
it's a song.
You know what? When I first saw that they were called Fag. Oh,
The
God.
film actors.
Yeah, I was like, that is so good.
Oh yeah. And
We're
this is like it's just going through all of them and it's just fag.
Yeah.
On the fucking TV.
Guard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was really good.
They're
a corporation.
Oh, I don't know why this was so fucking hilarious to me when he's like, they wanted those blueberries so bad. I don't know what it was about blueberries. Like apes wanting blueberries. Why is that so fucking funny? Why are these people
It's
so
just a-
goddamn funny?
You get put random details like that in there.
But out of everything,
Yeah.
blueberries.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Because if it were bananas, it would be too obvious, and something else with blueberries is.
But
really
oranges
not.
wouldn't be as funny.
No.
Like it's blueberries.
I think it's the double B sound in there. Like there's all these
Yeah.
Blueberries.
mathematical. They break down the science of comedy.
Yeah, they
when
really do.
when they work on this.
So did you guys have anything you didn't like?
I'm trying to think.
I'm trying to even think if I have a least favorite part. Like
Yeah.
It's hard because like, oh my god, Bucko 5. Freedom
Bucko
Cost of
Five.
Freedom crossed the Bucko Five. Holy shit.
There's all the great music. All the music is probably my favorite part.
I think it's hilarious. Well,
Would you classify this as a musical then? Because a lot of the songs they're
Does
not
it have
singing.
enough songs?
I think it's got enough songs. It's got a decent soundtrack to it.
Everyone's got AIDS.
Film songs include America, Fuck Yeah, Freedom Isn't Free, Durka Dirk, the terrorist theme. That's the Cantina Band song that's there. Only a Woman.
Only a woman.
Oh, man. The last line of that song. Like, the whole song goes just for the last line. I'm So Ronry. Montage, which was previously used in South Park,
Yeah.
the Aspen episode. North Korea medley, so that's just the intro song. The end of an act. Let's see. Oh, that's the Michael Bay song. Pearl Harbor Sucks.
oh,
Yeah.
everyone has AIDS.
Everyone has AIDS at the beginning there. And then they list the other songs that were played in the from other movies.
Yeah,
Or and then You Are Rufus
I guess it
Alec
wouldn't be
Baldwin.
technically a musical.
It's got enough songs in there.
There's a lot,
They're
though.
just not sung by the characters as
Yeah.
much, but I think it could be converted into a musical.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It would be done that way.
Yeah, guy.
It's whether it counts on my list of favorite musicals.
Ah.
Like, can you count this on there? But it's all.
I don't know.
All the songs are original. They're all written for this film. Except for
Oh.
montage that's added onto it.
Here's something I remembered. I was really thinking about this, and if somebody had like double crossed me, but then they sucked one of the team members' dicks, I would have totally been like, all right, he's in 100%.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
evil. He sucked a cock. You're on the team, bro.
You're on the team. Like seriously, like
Like, to prove yourself?
Yeah.
Bravo.
That's the way to do it.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Like, you can get jumped
Let's
in
go
in
back
a
to that first
gang.
issue of
Like,
trust. You can be questioned on whether or not they're
you could be
dedicated.
Yeah, you could be
but,
tortured, you know, but sucking a dude's dick.
well, specific
Dedication.
Yeah. In those circumstances, that was set up.
Yeah.
It's not someone that normally wants to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean,
It
like,
takes a dick with some balls.
oh, that was a great speech. My next wedding, I wanted to read that.
Yeah, I had no, like, I think I remember the first time I watched it, I had no idea what the hell he was going to do. And then when he starts fucking repeating the homeless guy's speech, I was like, oh, dear God.
Yeah, the whole
This is fucking brilliant.
dicks, pussies, and assholes.
And I love how it's like, the best actor of all time is Alec Baldwin.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, the best actor of all time, my hero.
That was from. They also appeared in the South Park movie, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut.
Yeah, when they get bombed.
Yeah, they bombed the Baldwins.
Oh my God, they bombed the Baldwins.
The greatest
Yeah, so I
actor
can't
of
think of
all time.
anything bad about this.
No.
It's exactly what I expected. It actually, when I first watched it, it beat my expectations.
Yeah.
Like,
Definitely.
when I started seeing the animated faces
yeah.
and, like, shit like that, I was like, holy crap.
I'd been
this
watching
is-
a bunch of Thunderbirds at the time. When
Oh,
this
yeah.
Came out, so I was excited to see that.
Thunderbirds is shit.
It is complete shit. But it's wonderful. But the production on it's amazing. Like the puppetry in in Thunderbirds is so good. But just it's the exact same tone as this movie, but without the knowing satire on it. It's just they're completely like this and over dramatic, and yeah, it was great. I recommend checking out.
I
Thunderbirds if you
can. I can't think of a bad part.
I know, I'm trying, and I can't.
I've been trying this whole time.
Me too.
I really have been.
There's nothing, this is a perfect movie.
Yeah, I think so. I think it is.
I don't think you can make it better.
Yet again.
You know what's wrong with this movie? That they didn't make a part 2. Or they didn't make another puppet movie.
No, I think that's good. That
The
they
time
didn't
is
do that.
ripe right now.
That's what I'm saying now. Now they need to come out with another one.
I think maybe TV special or something. That's something that's great about these things. When you do a sequel, it's so tough to get it again because you're not getting that fresh take with the puppets and everything.
Oh, okay.
Plus, they hated working with the puppets.
Oh, did
It
they?
was in the I've watched all the special features on the DVD. I love them all. It was similar to when they did the first episode of South Park, or their test episode where they did the cutouts and they moved them all. Like, this is gonna be awesome. They make the whole thing like never again. So they found a way to streamline it and digitize it and work it out that way. With these puppets, they thought it was gonna be so awesome to make a puppet movie. They're really excited to do it, and at the end of it, they said never again. It was so tedious, so much work to do it. It's almost as crazy as doing stop motion on this. And so they've now done stop motion through the paper cutouts, and they've done these puppets.
So they have to do like Muppet puppets.
They might be able
yeah.
to. They'd be able to pass off with that.
That would be.
Easy thing to
They
do.
could really do that. You know, 2 things. One was I love the Panama Canal scene just because like everybody was saying "me gusta."
Mhm.
No, me gusta, no me gusta. And I'm just thinking George Clooney they were making fun of as being like a douchebag.
Mm-hmm.
But he was like their buddies in Bigger, Longer, and Uncut.
Yeah, no, he was in it, so I'm sure he's laughing along with them.
I was
And
wondering
that's-
about that.
Yeah, no, they could be still friends with people in this and think people are cool, but just it's making fun of all of the political stuff the actors get into around that because they're just they're actors, but then they're like speaking out on all of these
Like the Tim Robbins speech.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was so good. It's like the corporations. They said in their building,
Yeah.
they're all corporation-y.
I went to Iraq and it had rainbows. I love Janine Garofalo. So we can watch, TV and newspapers and then say the same exact thing like we thought of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's nothing wrong with this. You know what? I'm just gonna say 5 stars for sure. There's no way if anybody no.
I think this is similar to Tarantino. However, they hit their stride a lot sooner than in their career length because you start out with their earlier films of Cannibal the Musical, and we haven't gotten to Orgasmo yet. Once that gets on Instant Watch, we can get to that one.
Yeah.
And then also Basketball, which they're not directed it, but still involved with. But as soon as you get to the South Park movie and then Team America and all of the recent and Book of Mormon, all of that kind of stuff, I think they've perfected their balance of satire and commentary on the world and
silliness.
and comedy
It's so
and production values.
it's so well balanced in this. Jesus Christ, it's 5.
Yeah, 5
It's
stars.
easy.
Easy 5 stars.
I have a question though. Why do you think that this appealed to your parents? Like, what about this specifically?
I think it's a well made movie with good comedy in it, and it's got the great
I guess
messages.
maybe it's just obvious that it is satire. Like,
Yeah.
because there's no mistaking the kung fu fight. There's no
No.
mistaking that this is obviously they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, they know what they do. They know it's satire, and
Because
it's
sometimes it can be hard to draw that line, and I've done that with films before, right? Where I'm all like, I didn't think it was a comedy, but it was supposed to be.
exactly.
Like
There are lots
World's
of
Greatest Dad, I was just like in it for the story. And I was just like,
Well-
oh, and I wasn't laughing.
that one. I don't know if it. I mean, especially when you get into dark comedies, it's not necessarily that you're supposed to laugh. It's that it's not 100% dramatic.
Right.
I think that's the thing you get into with those. This one's more out front with its comedy. I mean, people could take it seriously, I'm sure. Maybe.
No.
But
Not really.
there's someone who's out of touch with the world enough.
Enough to be like, yeah, that is kung fu.
Yeah.
That's what's great. I guess it sets that up really early too. Like that's like one of the first scenes.
Yeah.
It's like, no, we're gonna set up that this movie, you're not taking it serious.
Yeah. And also from them. I don't know what I expected going into it. I just expected to like it, and I did. But that's about it. All right. So we gave a ratings.
Did you give yours?
Yeah.
Yeah,
stars.
5 everybody.
Everyone 5.
All 5,
Easy.
of course.
Obvious.
Super
Not even
easy.
a fucking question.
Yup.
Shit.
So yeah, go watch the movie again because it's so great.
Yeah, I watched it. I think I actually watched it 4 times before recording this. I'm not even kidding. I watched it multiple times, and it probably was 4.
I just watched it once due to time, but I would watch it multiple times.
I watched it once, and then I had it on while I was doing other stuff, and I did it 3 times over.
This one's up with the South Park movie of ones I can just watch over and over again.
I can watch this a million times, and every time I was like, "It's already over."
Yeah.
Damn.
Replay. All right. What else?
So
next week,
Next week.
I'm gonna be doing another blind pick because that's how I do.
Yeah.
In another foreign film because that's how I'm doing, I guess. But that's just because
I've had good luck with foreign films.
Yeah.
For you, not for him as much, but
for me, I've been having great luck with foreign films, particularly like Korean. Although I don't think I'm picking a Korean film, but this next one's gonna be The Blind Swordsman Zatoichi.
Hey!
all right.
I was recommended to watch this a very long time ago. I think it was in high school. So
Oh, wow.
Good thing that now there's Netflix.
yeah, now I can watch it finally.
All right. So The Blind Swordsman.
It
next
stars a
week.
man that was in what was it? Battle Royale.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. All right. Well, we'll talk more about that next week. Thanks for watching.
Also directed by him.
Thanks for listening as well.
Yeah.
Listening. And go America.